As of January 2027, there'll be an automatic rollover for unused bundles, which will be valid for the same period, but only once. This excludes bundles that are 7 days or less. This way, consumers will be able to keep at least a portion of what they've paid for beyond the original expiry date. Operators must notify customers when they reach 50, 80 or 100% of their bundle usage using SMS, app notifications and other appropriate channels. Once the bundle is depleted, an operator must immediately stop the service unless the customer has explicitly opted into the out-of-bundle charges or purchases another bundle. Under the amended rules, consumers will also be able to transfer bundles or portions of the bundles between SIMs on the same network. The amendments also protect consumers where there is a network fault which prevents customers from using their bundles. In such cases, operators will be required to extend the validity period of affected bundles to compensate for the loss of service. Icasa hopes this will address ongoing complaints about very short bundle expiry periods, especially where consumers lose value despite having paid in advance.
We are saying there must be standardization so that we remove confusion. When somebody says, I don't know, Cell C or Vodacom or Telkom, they're applying different rules. So we expect the market now to speak the same language so that it doesn't matter on which network you are, the rules are the same. And that, as I said earlier, that also we encourage the networks not to withdraw bundles that were of more value, those that are 7 days or less, that we regard as, your real value for people who cannot afford to buy bigger bundles. And what we are hoping will happen is that we will see less complaints also of consumers complaining about my data disappears, and I don't know what is going on. We are urging also the consumers to be aware of the different services that are there, the different rules that apply, and to use the value that we are trying to give back to say, now be aware that you can share a bundle instead of just losing it, and you cannot now come complain that your bundle has disappeared.
While there are benefits for consumers, it is yet to be seen how this move will impact the profitability of the network providers under the new, tougher rules. Business writer Mudiwa Kavaza says there may be pushback from some operators.
The various operators have given some of their thoughts to this because it's been an ongoing process. For example, MTN has asked the regulator to identify a market failure that actually requires the proposed amendment, as a remedy, whereas Vodacom has argued that the proposed measures were actually contrary to South Africa's legal framework and that Icasa has not demonstrated that they're necessary. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm, reading it as is. So those are some of the things that have come. All the operators, I believe, with the exception of Rain, did participate in this process. And we may see, some pushback, if some of the operators decide that, perhaps they want some further changes to happen.
The regulations will only come into effect 12 months after publication, which gives operators until early 2027 to adapt their billing systems and product offerings. Diabo Seto, SABC News, Johannesburg.